What's the matter with you? Get up. Come on. Get out of bed. What are you doing in the bed? Come on. Up. It's Tuesday.
The day's starting.
Get up. Wake up. Get out of bed. All right, here goes my favorite guy. Robert. All right. Wake up. Wake up. All right, 19 minutes after 7 o'clock. Thank you for waking up.
Yeah, it's good to be on this side of the dirt. It all depends on perspective, though.
Yeah. All right, 74 degrees. I'll tell you the temperature before I tell you anything else. It is the fifth day. How come I got a little... Because there's another microphone on in the room. All right. It is the fifth day of August, 2014. It's Tuesday. You made it past Monday. So what are you doing in bed? Get up out of bed.
Yeah, exactly.
Got a good show planned for you this morning. The first thing at 7:35. I guess there's somewhat of a debate. It doesn't seem like a debate to me, but Pat Buchanan and Donald Trump both seem to agree on this, and that is that the Ebola patients, the people who were overseas trying to help out other people who contracted Ebola, they say, stay there. You decided to go there?
Yeah.
You decided to go there? You got this disease? Don't bring it back here. You agree with that?
I do.
Oh, really? We disagree then.
Well, because it's not the people that those organisms could go on the plane. It could go in the suitcases.
Okay. All right. Well, hold on to your ammunition. Hold on to your facts and your feelings there. We will do that at 7:35. Wow, we might have more of a debate than I realized.
Wow.
So 7:35, we'll talk about whether folks who have caught Ebola should be allowed back in this country. So we'll do that. 8:35, we will take the news from around the world, around the nation, around the state, and around town, and we'll deliver it bite-sized so that you catch up on the news without spending all day trying to do that. Today is Tuesday. Carol Ann Bolden will be here. She, of course, is our master gardener. It's not really ours, but she comes in here. And her show is called You've Got a Garden, and I'm sure you know what it's about. So I hope you'll enjoy it, call in, and contribute, participate.
Yeah.
Whatever. Dr. David Shearer is a practicing anesthesiologist. Happens to play piano as well. He's written a book called The House of Black and White. When he was little, it's the book is about when he was little.
Yep.
His family had a housemaid. You call her a maid?
Yeah.
He's a white guy, and she is a black lady. And then I guess when he went off to medical school, she left the family. She quit the job or something.
Yeah, she was like more his nanny and stuff like that.
But they had a really close relationship through his childhood. And when he went to medical school, she left and never knew why, never knew where she went. He lived in Washington, D.C. at the time. And long story short, he went looking for her about 3 years ago, I think, 2011, if I remember.
Yep.
And found her, and just in the nick of time. It was a big celebration to reunite with her, but she died 3 months later at the age of 90.
Yeah.
Is that right?
I think so.
And so it's a touching story of a man who, as a boy, fell in love. I use that term in with all respect. I don't mean it in the wrong ways. I mean it in the right ways. With the nanny, and so we're looking for her and found her, and so I'm looking forward to hearing what David Shearer has to say. Dr. Shearer. Damage Control. Joe Reichel will be here today at 10:35. He'll be answering your do-it-yourself home repair questions. What kind of a tool do you need? What kind of a substance do you need? What kind of glue do you need? And should you maybe consider just letting a professional do it? All those things. Robert Whitlow is coming out 11:05. His name very similar to my brother's name.
Yes.
Robert Whitlow is an attorney, the pioneer of the Southern legal thriller novel. The Southern legal thriller novel.
Yep.
He's the recipient of the Christie Award for Excellence in Christian Fiction, and he's written a book called The Confession, a legal thriller novel. It should be interesting to chat with him. Yeah. 11:20, Adam Whitty, the founder and CEO of...
Which you are.
Yeah.
Whitty.
Where was I?
The founder and
CEO of Advantage Media Group. He's been on Fox and on ABC. He's one of the under 30 in America's coolest young entrepreneurs
Isn't that cool? Inc. magazine.
in Inc. magazine. 21 Ways to Build Your Business with a Book is the title of his subject today. Actually, the title of his book. So
Yeah.
Fun with Joe today.
Oh, yeah.
Adages and acts is what I have.
Oh, wow.
Acts and adages.
Okay.
Should I explain it now or later?
You can explain it now because
All
I
right.
don't know what an adage is.
Well, an adage is like a saying, and I'll
Okay.
just begin it, and you and Joe will have to finish it.
Oh, okay.
You might call it a proverb. I never know what a proverb is exactly, but anyway. So add adages and acts. Now, acts is spelled A-C-K-S.
Oh, okay.
And so you'll either have to tell me the rest of the adage or the word that rhymes with ack.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I thought when you said Acts, it was like the book in the Bible, but it's not. ACKS.
No,
Okay.
no, it's not that act.
There we go.
It's not acts. It's ACKS.
Acts.
In the Galen Unol segment this morning with Life South, fun topic. It's a lot of times you hear statistics, and the statistics often are dismal. You know how much unemployment's going on. You know how many people died of euphoria.
Yeah, that type of thing, yeah.
People died of euphoria.
Well, some do.
There have been some. Yes,
Yeah.
it's been documented.
Some do, yes.
Well, anyway, so rather than giving you facts that are dismal, I have the world's happiest facts.
Oh, okay.
The world's
Nice.
happiest facts.
Nice.
Yes, happy facts. They are
Ooh.
happy facts. Happy facts. Got those
play
happy
that.
facts. There we go.
Nice. There we go. No bill for that.
Now let me tell you how this got started. I found a happy fact I want to share with you, so I'll do this one right now. Did you know? Now I know you know this because I was kind of harping on it for the last day, or more than a day actually with you. Did you know that there is more water in the air than there is in all the rivers in the world combined?
That is fascinating. More fascinating.
There is. I was watching this Nova special on YouTube or whatever, and it was showing what it would look like if you could literally see the water evaporating from the oceans. And what you would see is almost like a reverse waterfall.
Oh,
If you could
wow.
see the water vapor rising out of the oceans and becoming clouds, and then of course there's at any given time there's always a certain number of clouds, and those clouds have of course a certain amount of water. And if you added up all the water in all the clouds in all the world, and then you added up all the water in all the rivers in all the world right now, the clouds would beat the rivers.
Oh my gosh.
It sounds like two teams.
Wow,
The
yeah.
clouds beat the river.
That's right.
The clouds have 1/1000th of the water in them. The rivers have 1/10,000th of all the water.
Wow, that is so fascinating.
The oceans, of course, have 97% of the water. so 3% of the water is not in the oceans at any given time, and
Wow.
a very, very small amount of that is in the rivers. But just 10% more, 10 times more is actually in the sky.
That is awesome that scientists have studied this
I just think it's fascinating.
and
stuff.
put it out in a white paper, I think.
So
That's
next time
really-
you're out with the kids, you're looking up at the clouds, and the kids are saying, "Hey, doesn't that look like Mickey Mouse?" You say,
Yeah.
"It might look like Mickey Mouse, but here's the real funny thing: there is more water in the air in those clouds." Not those clouds, but I mean all the clouds, than in all the rivers. And you think about the Nile River, the Mississippi River, the Ganges River. What are the big rivers in the
Rainbow
world? The
River.
Amazon River, Rainbow, kind of a small one compared to the other ones.
Yeah,
The
but
Missouri River,
Sure,
right?
yeah.
The Rio Grande,
Yeah, of
the
course.
Colorado River,
yeah, all those big ones.
all those rivers.
It's amazing.
Took all the water. You'd have to stop it, of course, because they're all flowing. So.
Yeah, but it's just so fascinating. I love all those facts.
So this morning a rocket ship went up. Did you know this? It went up at about,
I heard something.
was it 4 o'clock? I think it went up at 4 o'clock. So I was doing my news because I get up at 3, and I went to the Florida Today newspaper website, and they had a live feed at about, I guess it was about 3:30, and they were talking about the rocket that was going to take off in a half hour.
Wow.
So I said, cool. I'm going to go outside and see if I can see it.
Yeah.
Because usually when the shuttle would go up, I could see it.
Yeah.
Especially if it was dark out, it would light up the sky. So about 5 minutes before the thing went up, I put my shoes on. I went outside. I had my video camera because I wanted to videotape it and post it on Facebook like I do everything else.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, Robin, now I've never smelt this in my neighborhood before, but all of a sudden, I smelled a skunk.
Oh my gosh.
All of a sudden, I smelled a skunk.
Oh my gosh.
So, you know what I did?
Went inside?
I put on my happy feet and I went inside. All right, we got to take a little break. We'll be right back after the news. The news. This is The Source, WOCA Ocala.
Happy feet, I've got those happy feet.
Fox News Radio, I'm Steve Rappaport. Chaos replaced with calm in Gaza as a 3-day ceasefire appears to be holding.
Unlike the ceasefire yesterday, this truce was agreed to by both sides in the nearly month-long conflict. Israel says it has pulled all of its ground forces out of Gaza, claiming success at neutralizing the threat from cross-border tunnels. Now both sides are supposed to come here to Cairo for indirect talks aimed at reaching a longer-term solution.
Fox Radio's Kimberly Adams, a second American infected with Ebola in Africa, is expected to arrive in the U.S. today for treatment.
Nancy Wrightball, a nurse with the charity SIM, will make the same journey aboard a jet equipped with a custom-built biomedical isolation chamber. Her condition is said to be serious but stable.
Fox's John Roberts, Ohio's governor ordering a review to determine what caused the toxins that contaminated water in the Toledo area. Authorities banned drinking tap water for 2 days. Fox News, we report, you decide.
There's more to Fox News Radio than meets the ear. Go behind the headlines and join the conversation on the hottest stories of the day on the Fox News Radio Facebook page. Be a part of the Fox News Radio Facebook fan community. Post comments and tell us your opinions. See behind-the-scenes photos and videos and post your reactions to the stories that matter to you. Click the like button on Facebook and connect with breaking news and features like Fox in the Fast Lane, House Call for Help, and more. Go to Facebook.com/Fox News Radio.
Weeknights, we're busting out a brand new lineup. First, market fraud, government abuse, corruption. At 5, nothing's off limits on money with Melissa Francis. Then, from bloated bank fees to consumer scams. At 6, Jerry's exposing the issues impacting your wallet. Plus, get smart market insight and trusted analysis you won't find anywhere else. At 7, Lou Dobbs is all business. And the first and last name in business, Cavuto, shedding light on the biggest stories making headlines at 8. Only on the Fox Business Net.
Are you or a loved one struggling with trauma or substance abuse? Do you have questions that need answers? If so, join The Refuge and WOCA on Recovery Talk Wednesdays at 11 a.m., where we will discuss addictions and mental health disorders that affect our community. The Refuge is a leading detox, residential, and outpatient treatment center for adults struggling with addictions, co-occurring disorders, and trauma-related issues. Recovery Talk Wednesdays at 11 a.m.
Here's what you may have missed on the John Tesh Radio Show.
On which day are we most likely to have a tension headache? If you guess Monday, well, you're right on. If you want to get noticed, just smile more often. People, it turns out, spot others whose teeth they're showing when they smile twice as fast as those who have closed mouths. And they don't want to go where you want to go. They don't want to do what you like to do. If that sounds familiar, focus on your other friends.
Intelligence for your life on the John Tesh Radio Show. Don't miss this stuff.
Stay informed on everything going on in the Villages with the Village Spectator newspaper. The Village Spectator is exclusively devoted to the Villages with news, commentary, and more. And yes, they have Tom's Picks, a free referral for people who are looking for a company to do work for them. Tom's Picks will refer the company that fits your needs, and all we ask is that you tell them where you heard about them. Call Tom's Picks at 804-1223 and pick up your copy of the Village Spectator today.
Now read Ocala Downtown newspaper online.
Sign up for this year's Marion County Heart Walk and be part of a local movement that's helping others live longer, healthier lives. Join me, Corey Poole, your 2014 Marion County Heart Walk Chairman, and walk with me on Saturday, October the 4th at the Baseline Road Trailhead. It's a free event promoting physical activity and heart-healthy living. To find out how you can help fight the #1 killer of all Americans, visit us online at marionheartwalk.org.
It's rodeo time in Florida. The 32nd annual Ocala Shrine Rodeo returns with the best of man, muscle, and a stampede of horsepower. August 29th and 30th, witness America's #1 sport and the greatest show on dirt. Showtime, 7:30 each night at the Southeastern Livestock Pavilion. For rodeo information, call 352-402-8808. August 29th and 30th. Don't miss the Ocala Shrine Rodeo.
Hey everybody, this is Kelly Hart, your new host of the Ocala Magazine radio show. Join me every Friday at 10 a.m. when we bring the pages of Ocala Magazine to life with in-depth interviews from and about your community. So don't miss Marion County's favorite city magazine, Ocala Magazine, every Friday at 10 a.m. right here on 1370 AM and 96.3 FM, WOCA, The Source.
Thank you, Kelly. 25 minutes before 8 o'clock. Beautiful looking day, Tuesday morning here at the Paddock Mall. It is currently, hold on, I'll tell you the temperature in a second. It is currently 74 degrees, and the air quality is good, according to the weatherman. Air quality, good.
Excellent.
Once in a while it says moderate, not too often.
Uh-huh. Excellent.
All right, I do want to talk about Pat Buchanan and Donald Trump opposed to the Ebola people coming back. These are Americans. They're against it. But hold on, I have something else I wanted to mention first. There's a story out of Williston, and this is an interesting story for a couple different reasons. It's got nothing to do with Ebola, by the way.
Okay.
But back in 1889, there was a man by the name of Rufus K. Limbaugh who lived in Williston at that time. And he died that year, 1889. He died and was buried there on the family property. And he had been a soldier of the Confederate Army. He was a Confederate soldier.
Okay.
During the course of Rufus Limbaugh's life, he had 2 wives and some children. And so the 2 wives are also buried in that same place. I think some of the children also, when they died, I don't know that they died as children, but I mean they were his offspring. They also were buried there, and then there were some unmarked graves there as well. You know, the people didn't know who they were. The people of today, the people back then probably knew who they were.
Yeah.
Well, Mr. Limbaugh and his 2 wives left children who had children, and now there's a lot of descendants of Mr. Limbaugh over in Levy County and here in Marion County. I know a few Limbaughs myself over in Dunellen. Don't know if they're related to this Limbaugh, but anyway, so a lot of the Limbaugh kin were very upset at something. And here, let me tell you what they were upset at. The Levy County School Board purchased the land that the Limbaugh family grave sites were on. Okay. Now, the Limbaugh family was not opposed to selling that land, but they made a deal with the school board that before you build the middle school and the high school, we would like you to move the bodies, give them a new burial place. Okay. They also said what we would like you to do is to put up a memorial with a plaque and a garden. And this was kind of the deal. This is, you own the land. Okay, you got the land fair and square, and we're not trying to contest that, but we're asking 2 things: that you, of course, respect our loved ones by reburying them, which I think is a law anyway.
Yes.
But also to set up a memorial garden. Okay, so apparently everybody was in agreement with all of this. And so then the school board over in Levy County, decided to move forward with their plans. And the family, some of the descendants of Rufus Limbaugh, wanted to be present when they removed the bodies and reburied the bodies, but they didn't allow them to be present.
No.
Yeah.
Oh.
So he's a Confederate soldier. His 2 wives. Oh, he did have an infant daughter that was buried there, And then there were those in an unmarked grave. That's part of this story too. So there is an issue right now between the descendants and the Levy County School Board, in that the school board hasn't shown any plans at all to set up a memorial.
Oh.
Now, they said they would, but there's no plans. And of course, no plans doesn't mean they won't. It's just that the family is kind of upset because they weren't even allowed to be there.
I wonder why.
I know.
I wonder
the parcel
what
property
shady stuff happened.
Yeah, what's going on here? So anyway, so to add fuel to the fire, there's a laboratory up at the University of Florida called the C.A. Pound. Hold on, let me find it here. The C.A. Pound Human Identification Laboratory.
Uh-huh.
This is in the Department of Anthropology at the University of Florida. How about that? Isn't that so cool, right?
Mm-hmm.
So these folks say, and archaeologists, I guess, have gone there as well, probably also from the university. They say that they're not sure that the graves were removed correctly or legally. So that adds more fuel to the fire, because these experts at this say we don't think this was done right. So now the great grandchildren, I guess, I don't know exactly how many, probably more than great, right?
Yeah, great.
But anyway, so the descendants of Mr. Rufus Limbaugh, they want the school board to show that they intend to make good on their promise to erect a memorial before construction begins, of course. And they want experts from the lab to be able to have access to the new burial site, and they want to know where it is. They want to know, where did you put the bodies? What did you do with the bodies that you pulled up?
It should have been done with a funeral home, and they should have had a location to move the bodies.
You would
to.
think.
They would have had paperwork to be signed and everything.
You would think,
to
right?
excavate the body. Sure, that's the rules, I believe.
So anyway, I think just finding it's an interesting story. I don't have any more details than that, and it's an interesting story to follow. And who knows if there isn't some reluctance on the part of the school board to recognize Rufus Limbaugh because of his service to the Confederate States of America.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's wrong.
That could be the main reason. I mean, this was a family cemetery, though, and I mean, that's water under the bridge, and you should respect the family, especially if you agreed to do it. So
yeah, they agreed to do it. That's so wrong. I mean, who knows? They might have just taken in some heavy equipment, a backhoe and stuff, and dug it up and dumped them somewhere.
You'd think, oh man, wouldn't that be awful?
That would have been awful.
Wow.
I mean, why?
Then there'd be some big penalty, right?
Yeah, why would they have reluctance in
I don't
this
know.
if they didn't do anything wrong?
Good morning, you're on the air.
Wrong.
Larry, this is a great topic because it addresses the larger issue that you and Robin were talking about, handling the legacy of the Confederacy, 150 years after the Civil War was over with.
Yeah.
And I think, my first reaction would be, hey, these people rebelled against the government and tried to overthrow the government of the United States. They should all, just be, forgotten or whatever. But that is not what America is about, because we showed our greatness after the war. Instead of hanging Jefferson Davis and hanging Robert E. Lee and having hundreds of people shot, which some, countries would have done, right? We did what Lincoln said we should do. We comforted our enemies and welcomed them back into our country, which is why the United States is not, divided and split into 2 or 3 countries now, because we demonstrated our greatness as a people. So 150 years later, we need to carry on that legacy, because people want to divide us now along racial lines and along economic lines, and one of the ways they do it is to try to change our history, and that includes the awful scar of the Civil War, which is still on the American consciousness. But we, as a people, are too good for that, and we need to honor all of our history, even the part that has warts on it.
Yeah. Well, you bring up a really awesome part of that story. I appreciate that, Pete. Thank you.
Thank you, Larry.
Yeah, and wow, and that's even better than what I was thinking. I mean, I was thinking that, okay, so he's a Confederate soldier, but he was a soldier. I mean, he was doing what was being asked of the people who were in charge of the land he lived on.
Yeah.
Okay?
Exactly.
I mean, he lived here. If he lived in New Jersey, he would have served in the Union. He's a soldier. He's doing what's being asked of him.
That's right.
That's what that's always been my argument with honoring the fallen soldiers in the Confederate and remembering them. And anyway, so this is an interesting story out of Williston, just down the road. And so who knows if this is going to become a national story or not. Right now, as far as I know, it's just a local story over in Levy County. I just stumbled upon it.
Yeah, but what are they trying to hide? What's this?
All right. Well, I used up the first half, so let's take the break, and then on the second half, we'll talk about the Ebola people and whether or not they should be allowed back in the country. And of course, they are back, but whether we should continue to do that.
Yeah.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accident. Some sunshine today, but there'll be a couple of showers and a heavier thunderstorm or two around, most widespread during the afternoon and evening hours. The high today, 88 to 92. Then partly cloudy later tonight, though 72 to 76. Partly sunny tomorrow with a couple of thunderstorms around during the afternoon and evening hours, high 91 to 95. Thursday, partly sunny with a couple of showers and a thunderstorm likely in the afternoon, high 91 to 95. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm Joe Lundberg.
This weather brought to you by A&A Lockdock. Did you know that most break-ins happen during bad weather because it masks the sound? Don't be another victim. Protect your home and business today. Call A&A Lockdock, 352-867-1965. That's 352-867-1965.
Who would you feed if you had 50 chicken sandwiches from Chick-fil-A? WOCA and Chick-fil-A in the Paddock Mall have teamed up to reward one organization with 50 chicken sandwiches as a way of saying thanks for the great work that organization is doing in our community. And we need your help. See, there are so many great people doing great things that we need nominations. You can nominate your own organization or any organization you choose. Simply send an email to WOCA@WOCA.com. And in 350 words or less, tell us why the organization you are nominating should receive 50 free chicken sandwiches from WOCA and Chick-fil-A at the Paddock Mall. We'll review your nominations and then select one deserving organization each month. We'll announce the winner and even read the winning entry on the air. Make sure to include the contact name and phone number of the organization that you are nominating. And thanks from your friends at WOCA and Chick-fil-A in the Paddock Mall.
WOCA AM 1370 96.3
Hey, Matt, I know Sunrise Automotive does auto stuff, but I need some tires for my truck. Can you recommend someone?
Yes, I can. We do that.
No, I mean, I need them installed and balanced and all that.
Yep, we do that.
Well, my son needed his windows tinted.
Yep, we do that.
I need
too.
my seat replaced.
Yep, we do that too.
I need a new roof line, and a new spoiler, and a new trunk.
We can even do that too.
Okay, I get it. I suppose you can also do a radio show too, huh?
Well, as a matter of fact, join me every Monday at 10 for auto repair with personal care here on The Source.
Of course you do. You're listening to The Source, your home for Fox News and Fox Sports Weekends.
Get it for less at the DIY Home Center outlet. Get top quality real wood cabinets the same or less than the big box stores are selling the cheap stuff. And that's not all. Drywall screws big box stores are $6.47 a pound. At DIY, only $4.99. Plus, DIY has the largest selection of mobile home parts and accessories anywhere. From carpet to doors, get the DIY supplies you need for less. The DIY Home Center outlet. We are your building material closeout store. 2191 Northwest 10th Street, just 2 miles east of I-75.
All right, 12 minutes now before 8 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in. Nice-looking Tuesday morning, and I think Robin and I disagree on the subject we're about to talk about, so
okay.
might be interesting, Robin.
I'm ready.
75 degrees. Well, I always approach debates as perhaps I've got it wrong. It's possible that you will convince me. It wouldn't be the first time that you've persuaded me to look at things differently, and our listeners have done this as well.
And you too.
And then I hope so. I mean, I hope so. That is the whole idea of debate. Debate means that two intelligent parties that have differing opinions are trying to make their point so strongly that the other party says, you know what, I do see it your way now. Sometimes you see the other person's way and still don't change your mind, however. So we'll see. The first part of this is from Donald Trump, who is not in any elected position, as far as I know. But he makes it into the news, I suppose, because he's got a contact over at the Associated Press.
I believe he does. Probably owns it.
This is what he said. He said, missionaries who fall ill from deadly diseases, such as the American doctor who contracted the Ebola virus in West Africa, should not return to the United States and should have to suffer the consequences. Donald Trump said that yesterday on Fox and Friends on Fox News.
Gosh.
Dr. Kent Brantley, who had been treating Ebola patients in Liberia, West Africa, flew to Atlanta on Saturday for treatment at Emory University Hospital after he contracted the disease. While missionaries who served in other countries were great people, Trump said, the United States had enough problems without having the threat of the spread of Ebola. Now, he thinks they should stay there. By the way, this secret serum apparently, what is it with this secret serum? I don't get the secret serum. Did it cure the doctor or had good results for the doctor?
Yeah, they should share it.
He goes on to compliment the intentions of these doctors. He says, but they have to suffer the consequences. They go, this is his quote, they go and they try and help other people, but things like this happen, unquote. Of course, he's a real estate guy. I'm not picking on real estate guys, by the way, by saying that. Well, what I'm trying to say, rather than telling you what he is what he's not. He's not a doctor. I'm not either. But if you just Google how is Ebola transmitted, it's transmitted by contact. Doesn't like fly around in the air.
Yeah.
So the good thing with these patients is that we know they have it. When you know somebody has a disease, you can quarantine them. When you prohibit people who have a disease from entering the country, then you risk them not being upfront and honest with you about having that disease, and then they come in anyway, which wouldn't be the case here. But anyway, these people went to do good and ended up getting this disease. On August 1st, Donald Trump tweeted on his Twitter account, the U.S. cannot allow Ebola-infected people back. People that go to faraway places to help out are great, but must suffer the consequences. A day later, he tweeted, the U.S. must immediately stop all flights from Ebola-infected countries, or the plague will start and spread inside our borders. Act fast. And then the same day, on the 2nd, he also tweeted, the fact that we are taking the Ebola patients while others from the area are fleeing to the United States is absolutely crazy and a stupid idea to allow. Okay. And then Pat Buchanan chimed in on it. He was a lot softer, but still basically agreed with Donald Trump. I have that soundbite. Let me play it.
We take care of our own people. But at the same time, if they can be taken care of, and this is really as contagious or infectious a disease that could really spread, it might have been better to send the best of our if they volunteered, the best medical people we've got to treat them over there until this disease got to the point where it was no longer infectious or contagious before you brought them home. So I'm really of two minds on this, but my best feeling is what you got to do, the ultimate thing you have to work for, and this is true of the immigration issue, we got to take care of our own people first. We got to think about their health, security, safety, our own country first. I mean, it's wonderful to have pity, for example, and to feel for folks and to help them out, but your first priority of the father of a family is to take care of the family.
All right.
Exactly.
So you agree with him, and I just want to make my point, and then I want to go to the phone. My point is this, that if these doctors, and there's also a lady named Nancy Wright-Bowles, she's expected back soon too. She's his assistant. She also has Ebola. So they are bringing to West Africa. They were bringing to West Africa their expertise. Why? Because their expertise wasn't there, you would assume. Correct?
Right.
Well, if their expertise wasn't there, and folks who have equal expertise are also not there, but are here, if he was your loved one, wouldn't you want him in the care of somebody with more expertise who is here than rather be over there with people who needed to have us because they didn't have us? That's my position. My position is, why would you let somebody who contracted the disease be in a place where people can't handle people with that disease when we've got people here who are better at it?
Okay, I thought that's the reason we went over there, was to handle those people, to help
We did.
quarantine it and eradicate it.
We
and
did.
then, you know, once everything's taken care of, then come back here.
Okay,
But
but
you
he
treat
got the
him over
disease. And if he got the disease, then that means the guy who had the knowledge of what to do with these people needs to be treated by other people who know how to do what he knows how to do, and they're not there. If they were there, he wouldn't have needed to go there.
Yeah.
If they're not there, then they're here in Atlanta, in the disease center, whatever they call that place. And all I'm saying is that if this was your father, your brother, your uncle, if this was somebody you loved, you would say, oh my God, he's got a deadly disease. He's in a country that doesn't know how to handle this disease. Otherwise, he wouldn't have been there. We need to get him here where there's somebody who knows how to handle this disease. We know how to quarantine people.
But you have to think of all the equipment that's flying back, the planes, the people that fly the planes, the pilots and things. I mean, who's to say they're not going to contract it? And it might be sleeping, it might be dormant in those people, and they might be carriers and not get it and spread it to other people.
Okay, so those are our 2 points, Robin, and I disagree. Good morning, you're on the air.
Good morning, good morning. Yeah, I'm not a doctor, but I did take one course in my undergraduate days. And Ebola is a blood-borne disease. It is not airborne. You got to touch some of the guy's blood in order to get it. Let me see.
It could also be spread, by the way, by tears and by phlegm. It could be spread by body.
It doesn't propagate in an epidemic way because it generally kills its victims too fast. So you can't really get an epidemic going.
Okay. Okay, but they look like they've have it under
30 years old. There is no cure for the disease. You can only treat the symptoms and hope the guy can fight off the disease before he dies.
All right. So it sounds like you are agreeing with me.
Yeah.
Bring him back.
Yeah, it's not it's not something like pneumonia or SARS, which propagates in the air. You can only get the disease by contact with the victim's blood.
Or body fluids.
Yeah.
Body fluids.
Body fluids.
Yeah. All right, Jim. Appreciate the call.
All right. Have a good day.
Yeah.
Bye.
Thank you. And my point is that while you are making a strong point, Robin, my point is that quarantined people who are quarantined would be quarantined on the plane. They'd be quarantined the entire way. You would think. I mean, assuming people are upfront about the fact that they have this disease, and these two people that Donald Trump doesn't want back here are upfront. They are. I mean, everybody knows that these two people have this disease. They're all over the news. Everybody knows.
Yeah.
Okay, so there you go. I mean, Donald Trump says we should leave them there. Suffer the consequences. You decided to help out your fellow humanity? Well, good for you. You get what you deserve.
No, I don't think that's his attitude. I think that there are other, medical people that are there that can help the ones that are infected and treat them the same.
All right, so I didn't change your mind at all, did I?
No, I think it should be.
So, all right, well, we absolutely haven't changed each other's mind, because I just feel simple that if this was somebody you cared, if this was somebody Donald Trump cared about, You think he would be telling the world, keep them there? Do you think he'd be?
Probably not.
Of course not.
He'd fly his own plane over there and get him
Of
and fly him
course.
back and
Yeah.
not even tell anybody.
He's got the money to do so.
Yeah.
Well, we've got the means to quarantine somebody. I don't know what you would do. I'm not a doctor. I don't know how you quarantine a human being that's on a flight. But there's got to be something. Wrap them up in plastic or something. I don't know. I don't know how that works. All right. Well, so you would have him stay over there. Well, on let's see, Saturday he came back, and I guess this week she's coming back.
Because they'd be treated over there. They wouldn't just be left there to die. They'd be treated over there with the medical supplies that would be sent there.
All right, we've got to move forward. We've got Galen Unold coming up from Life South, and he'll tell us why it's important to donate blood.
Yes.
We'll be right back.
Broadcasting from the Paddock Mall Studios, this is WOCA, Ocala, Gainesville, The Villages, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
Fox News Radio, I'm Pat O'Neill. So far, it's holding a temporary ceasefire in Gaza between Israel and Hamas, and some encouraging reports that Israel is sending representatives to talks in Cairo.
Now, they had said, the Netanyahu government had said rather begrudgingly, it would only send a delegation to Cairo for these indirect negotiations if the truce held for 72 hours. It now seems that they are confident enough to send negotiators to Cairo.
Dominic Waghorn of Sky News. Nancy Wright-Bull, the second American medical worker who contracted Ebola in Africa, is now on her way back to the U.S.
Her son Jeremy says his mom seems a little better.
My dad says she was weak, but showing some good signs and some improvement.
She'll join Dr. Kent Brantley at Emory University Hospital in Atlanta for treatment.
Fox News Radio's Tanya J. Powers. The storm Bertha has weakened from a hurricane back to a tropical storm. Forecasters say it's not a threat to the U.S. and should pass between the East Coast and Bermuda today. Fox News, we report, you decide.
There's more to Fox News Radio than meets the ear. Go behind the headlines and join the conversation on the hottest stories of the day on the Fox News Radio Facebook page. Be a part of the Fox News Radio Facebook fan community. Post comments and tell us your opinions. See behind-the-scenes photos and videos and post your reactions to the stories that matter to you. Click the like button on Facebook and connect with breaking news and features like Fox in the Fast Lane, House Call for Help, and more. Go to Facebook.com/Fox News Radio.
Weeknights, we're busting out a brand new lineup. First, market fraud, government abuse, corruption. At 5, nothing's off limits on money with Melissa Francis. Then, from bloated bank fees to consumer scams. At 6, Jerry's exposing the issues impacting your wallet. Plus, get smart market insight and trusted analysis you won't find anywhere else. At 7, Lou Dobbs is all business. And the first and last name in business, Cavuto. Shedding light on the biggest stories making headlines at 8. Only on the Fox Business Network. Giving
Gene Powell Pasture Mowing. Our tractor services include bush hog, disking, front end loader, box blade, and stump grinding. We also have zero-turn mowers for the smaller paddocks, aisleways, fence rows, and lawn care. Fence row spraying is also available for weed control. We are licensed and insured. Gene Powell Pasture Mowing, 352-629-2440, or online at powellgene, Gene, at yahoo.com. Gene Powell Pasture Mowing.
All right, 2 minutes after 8 o'clock, 76 degrees here at the Paddock Mall. Galen Unold is on the line from Life South to remind us of the importance of donating blood. And this segment with Galen Unold and Life South Community Blood Centers is brought to you by Penn Flooring, providing quality customer service with a family touch for over 25 years. Stop in and visit the spacious showroom at 1201 Southwest 17th Street, just over the bridge. Get some new floors in your place and tell them you heard about them on WOCA. We use Penn Flooring here at WOCA, and so should you. Good morning, Galen.
Hey, good morning, Larry. Robin, how are y'all?
Pretty good. I don't like disagreeing with Robin, though. I don't like that.
Doesn't happen very often, that's for sure.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't. And it's a hard one to argue, actually. I don't know if you were listening, but it's a hard issue to argue because we really don't know enough about it. You know, not really. So.
Yeah, that's the problem with a lot of arguments, isn't it?
Of all of us, you probably know more about this than any of us because you work in the blood business. So.
I do and I don't. I mean, my wife and I even argued over this one. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I mean,
Whose side was she on? Mine or your? Or
She was on the that we shouldn't touch it. That we shouldn't have anything to do with it. We need to keep them over there.
Ah. Oh, you and I
my
agree.
argument. Yeah, my argument is, you know what? It's coming whether we want it or not. So we might as well get in front of it. So.
Well, and that's what I was thinking, that if you make it illegal to bring people here, then the people who have it won't even let you know they have it.
That's exactly right, and and that's what they're finding. So that's the scary part. The world is too small, for isolationism. I mean, we're past isolationism. I mean, we couldn't do it in the early 1900s. There's no way we can do it now, where people are connected in ways that they never have been. So.
Yeah. But I do have some happy facts.
Oh, nice.
Oh, good.
Robin's happy about that.
We like happy facts.
Robin doesn't like disagreeing with me either.
No.
but anyway, hey, but that's life, right? You don't always have to agree with people. That's the beauty. That's the beauty. Yeah, that's the beauty. I mean,
you need a little tension sometimes.
So where'd you sleep after you had the argument?
It wasn't that long. We've been married too long to let something like that get in our way. We've argued over a lot more important things than that.
Yeah, she didn't hear our discussion about the fish tank yesterday, did she?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
I thought you might have slept on the couch after that one.
No.
All right. So how is the blood supply right now?
Actually, we're okay. Kind of a same growing trend. We need O negative, as we always do, but also need that AB. So yeah, it's looking okay.
All right, very good. So did you hear my one little fact I let out earlier, that there's more water in the clouds all over the world than there is in the rivers all over the world?
And I've heard that before, and then I thought for some reason that they'd said that that's not true, but I think it depends on the day. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but I'm sure you're right.
Well, I'm just reading it. I was reading these little facts. It says 97% of the water on the planet is in the oceans.
Okay.
2.1% is in the ice caps and the glaciers.
Correct, yeah.
0.6% is in groundwater. 0.1% is in saltwater lakes. Another 0.1 is in freshwater lakes. 1/1000ths is in soil moisture. 1/1000% is in the clouds, and 1/10,000% is in the rivers.
That is fascinating.
How's that amazing? Yeah.
It's going to rain again today. There's certainly a lot of the water in the clouds yesterday, wasn't there?
Yeah.
and the water comes out of the clouds. Yeah. Anyway, well, there was a NOVA video that showed what it would look like if you could see the water actually rising from the oceans, and it basically looks like a reverse waterfall. It's just,
that is cool.
Yeah. It's just there's so much rising out of the oceans at any given time.
Mm-hmm.
It's just that it's all spread out. It's not like a waterfall.
Right.
It's just amazing. It's amazing, really, if you think about it. So.
Yeah, that is cool.
All right, so I have some other happy facts. Hold on, the phone is ringing. Let me get the phone.
Happy facts.
Happy facts. Good morning, you're on the air.
Yeah, good morning, everybody.
Hey, you.
See, speaking of water, what % of water is in blood?
Galen?
Oh, boy. Actually, the plasma is where the water is stored. There's actually quite a significant portion, and I don't know the percentage off the top of my head.
I would say it's up in the 90s.
It's not quite that high, but it's pretty high.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not 90, but it's high.
I bet if you dried it up, it wouldn't be much left.
Yeah.
Well, that's for sure, yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. Funny question. I found it funny anyway. Maybe it's a not so funny.
It is funny. I just don't. I don't know the answer. That's why I'm upset with myself.
So a lot of times you hear statistics and facts, and they're dismal. The unemployment rate, the death rate.
Well, I just Googled it. So 92% by volume.
90. I was in the 90s.
Of plasma, and that's where I knew the water was carried in the plasma. So 92% of the volume of plasma is water.
Right. Okay.
So 55% of your blood is plasma. So there you go.
There you go.
Okay.
And the other water in your body is probably in sweat and other things.
I don't think so. Tears, saliva.
All right, are you ready for these fun facts? Happy facts, not fun facts. Happy facts. Happy facts. A group of flamingos is called a flamboyance. It's a happy fact.
Okay.
A flamboyance. A flamboyance of flamingos. Good morning. You're on the air.
Yeah, this is WOCA.
Yes, it is. Who's this?
This is Kevin. How you doing, Larry?
Hey, Kevin. How are you today?
I'm doing fine, man.
What's going on? You got something? You got something you want to share with us?
No, I just had nothing, sir. I just want to say hi to y'all guys.
Ah, good. How's your day? Anything new in your world?
No, y'all still at the Cascades, right?
Still? No. We're not at the Cascades.
Were y'all never at the Cascades?
No, you've been here before. I've seen you here.
Yeah, you've been here.
I saw you at the Cascades one time, didn't I? Not the Cascades.
Oh.
I mean at the mall.
Oh, yeah. We're still at the mall.
You're
Yeah.
at the mall, right?
Yeah. Now you realize
You're
you
never
said.
gonna leave there, are you?
Will we ever leave here?
Yeah.
I don't know for a fact. I did see a gypsy outside. I was going to ask her, but I thought she had herpes, so I stayed away.
That's
Well,
good.
that's a good smooth move. That's
Could've been
Ebola. That was
Yeah.
a good decision.
Yeah.
I don't think Mrs. Whitaker would like that idea. You hanging out with her?
Oh, Mrs. Whitaker wouldn't mind.
No. Mrs.
Nah.
Whitaker is a nice lady.
I'm not even
Why,
sure.
there is no Mrs. Whitaker?
I'm sure there is plenty. I'm
There
sure,
probably
sure there are plenty of Mrs. Whitakers.
Sure.
But not one belongs to you.
No, I don't own any Whitakers. No.
No.
Well, you're not married.
No, I'm not married. How about you? Are you married?
Well, yeah, I'm married. I've been married for 34 years.
Are you? Really?
Well, good for you.
Well, how come, are you at work right now?
No, I'm at home laying on my dead ass.
Oh. What do you got, a night?
I mean, my dead butt.
What do you work, a night shift?
No, I don't work it now. I don't work anymore. I'm retired.
Oh, you're
right now.
retired.
I really can't do it because I have a disability, so I have to
Oh.
chill out.
Really?
Hang out with y'all rich people. You ready for the game Saturday? When they play next Saturday? Whenever they
What
play?
game? Oh, by the way, today is Tuesday. It's Don't Bring Up Sports Day. I don't know if you heard that or not.
Oh, I like that.
Well, no,
That's a
no,
good
no,
one.
I'm not going to bring it up. I'm done with it.
Did you know that on this date though was the first play-by-play broadcast of a baseball game back in 1921? Yeah, I was going to
Hey,
tell.
Larry, don't bring up Sports Day.
I was going to tell Galen that. So, what was that, Kevin? What was that?
You said there's no Sports Day today. You just brought up something about sports.
Yeah, I sure did.
Sports?
I know. I broke up.
Shame on you, recruit.
I broke my own rule. Just
That's right. Ain't nothing wrong with that. You make the rules, you can break them.
shame on me.
Yeah, but you're allowed. It's your
You
show.
sound like a politician.
I do. No, I have the wrong accent. Unless my name is Wiener, then I have the right accent.
That's right.
Anthony Weiner. Anthony Weiner was not a bad guy.
Anthony Weiner. Nah, he wasn't a bad guy.
No,
He was a good
not at all.
person. He just got caught with his hands down.
Yeah, exactly right.
Kept him down too much. That's the problem.
Yeah.
He
All
like
right,
shooting
Kevin. Hey,
crap
I got a bit I prepared all morning long, and I don't even need to get up early if I'm going to do the radio show like this. So
Yeah, exactly.
I'll say goodbye. Thank you for calling. I do appreciate you, and don't go to the Cascades. We're not there anymore.
No, we're not there.
No, I'm not. I'll be looking like a dork. Okay, all right, Larry. Be blessed.
All right, you take care. Bye.
Whitaker.
One. I got one happy fact out
Yes,
so
you
far.
do.
Well, actually two if you consider the water in the clouds.
Yeah.
Galen, you there?
I am.
All right. Here's another happy fact.
I need another happy fact. after
Every
that.
year, millions of trees grow thanks to squirrels forgetting where they buried their nuts.
Really?
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every year.
Yeah, that's like the number one way they're spread or something like that. Yeah.
Squirrels bury their nuts. They can't remember where they put them, and boom, a tree grows.
That's pretty cool.
God is a genius, right?
Yes, he is.
Here's another happy fact. The nitrogen in our DNA, the calcium in our teeth, the iron in our blood, and the carbon in our apple pies were all made from the interiors of collapsing stars.
Really? That is cool.
How would somebody even know that?
They looked it up. They Googled it.
They Googled it.
cool.
That's right.
Let's see. Here's another happy fact. The miles traveled by the Apollo 11 astronauts to the moon were greater than every single exploration mission to the New World combined.
Yeah, combined. Yeah, I did know that.
Combined, yeah. Well, that's Pretty far. It's like 500,000 miles round trip, right?
Mm-hmm. Something like that, yeah.
Here's another happy fact. Penguins have only one mate their entire life.
Right.
And they propose by giving their mate a pebble.
Now, we were talking about movies the other day.
Yes, we were talking about
right?
that was
and
yesterday.
Your Netflix.
Right.
You could have watched Happy Feet, Larry, and learned that.
I could have. Oh, they had that in the movie? Oh, I didn't know that. Well, I got the song from it.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. And I'm thinking, there's so much music in that movie. Maybe you'd enjoy that. I am giving you a recommendation of Happy Feet.
All right. I'll have to remember it. Thank you.
Don't watch Happy Feet 2, but Happy Feet 1 is very good.
Is it a good
animated.
movie? What is it? Is it a tearjerker? What is it?
It's a Disney type of movie, but you'll enjoy it.
Does a bird die somewhere in there and I cry at the end?
No, I don't think you'll cry. I think it's got a really good happy ending. So.
All right. Get it. We've got to take a little break and we'll be back. I know it's just part of the way we do this now.
Yeah.
Because we're going to be, what do you call it? Syndicated. We're going to be syndicated.
At least there's not an 820.
We don't have an 820, so we'll be right back with Galen.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accident. Some sunshine today, but there'll be a couple of showers and a heavier thunderstorm or two around, most widespread during the afternoon and evening hours. The high today, 88 to 92. Then partly cloudy later tonight, though 72 to 76. Partly sunny tomorrow with a couple of thunderstorms around during the afternoon and evening hours, high 91 to 95. Thursday, partly sunny with a couple of showers and a thunderstorm likely in the afternoon, high 91 to 95. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm Joe Lundberg.
This weather brought to you by OcalaForSale.com, where you too can be a sellout. Give them a call at 629-1663 or just go to OcalaForSale.com.
Hi, this is JP from Penn Flooring here in Ocala. I would like to invite you to come in and visit our spacious showroom where we have solutions for every style and budget. From wall-to-wall carpet to hardwood floors and tiles, we have an unsurpassed selection of flooring. At Penn Flooring, we've provided quality customer service with a family touch for over 25 years. Visit our website at pennflooring.com or come by our showroom, 1201 Southwest 17th Street, just over the bridge. Penn Flooring, quality customer service with a family touch.
Hello, gorgeous. Hi, this is Becky at Hello Gorgeous Salon. We are located in the heart of downtown Ocala, right next to the historic Marion Theater. I'd like to invite you to stop by and see our new boutique area and meet our staff of professional stylists. Here at Hello Gorgeous, we are ready to update your look with the latest trends. And with summer here, it's the perfect time to brighten up your look. So make your appointment now for those highlights and Brazilian blowout. But don't stop there. We are a full-service salon offering manicures, pedicures, and facials also. So if you've been searching for a salon to call your own, come and see us at Hello Gorgeous Salon. We are located at 48 South Magnolia Avenue in downtown Ocala, right next to the Marion Theater. So call today and set up your appointment at Hello Gorgeous Salon at 351-5358. That's 351-5358. And don't forget, we also do men and children's cuts too. 351-5358. Hello, gorgeous. WOCA.
Hi, this is JP from Penn Flooring here in Ocala. I would like to invite you to come in and visit our spacious showroom where we have solutions for every style and budget. From wall-to-wall carpet to hardwood floors and tiles, we have an unsurpassed selection of flooring. At Penn Flooring, we've provided quality customer service with a family touch for over 25 years. Visit our website at pennflooring.com or come by our showroom, 1201 Southwest 17th Street, just over the bridge. Penn Flooring, quality customer service with a family touch.
WOCA AM 1370
96.3
All right. It is, thank you for listening. It is 76 degrees here at the Paddock Mall, which is where we broadcast from now. I don't know if you knew this. We're almost up to a year, by the way. Do you know this Monday is our 1 year anniversary of doing the morning show from here? Mm-hmm. Did you know that? Next Monday? And this Saturday, I believe, is the 1 year anniversary from when Dan and Joe flipped the switch so that we were on over here instead of on over at the Cascades.
Yeah, August 10th, I think, was the date that we moved.
Okay.
from the Cascades.
I don't remember. Joe was telling me yesterday that Saturday would be the 1 year anniversary, or Sunday would be the 1 year anniversary.
August 10th. Yeah.
Seems like a heck of a lot longer than that, doesn't it?
Sunday would be but last year the 10th was on a Saturday. That's what it was.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
Okay. Got it. Yeah, I know. It does seem longer. Feels like we've been here a long time. I still haven't
Feels
learned.
like home.
Still haven't learned how to work this board yet, by the way. All right, so I have some more happy facts. Are you ready? Take some of these with you. You know, when you go on your trip to the Keys, share this with the kids.
Well, I did know that a pack of flamingos was a flamboyant.
Oh,
I did know that.
Okay.
And I did know the moon one. So I didn't know anything about the clouds having that much water. So I can't wait for the next one, Larry.
Do you know what I always envisioned before I ever lived here? That I'd see flamingos. You never see flamingos unless you go to like Disney or
Busch Gardens.
Or Silver Springs back in the day. Or,
or Homicide. Yeah, you don't see them like.
You have to go much further south to see them, and I think in
the wild.
You know, I think so. Yeah.
Really? I've been there. I mean, I've been to the Keys and.
Yeah.
Well, I'll let you know if I see him this weekend.
So how horrible would it be if you were going through Alligator Alley and you saw an alligator chomping down on a flamingo?
Oh, that's awful. Pink feathers everywhere.
Well, I'd be like, hey, that's the circle of life, Larry.
I know, but wouldn't it be horrible?
Yes.
No, I don't know.
Really?
Come on. Honestly, if I could record it, it'd be a YouTube sensation.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
I'm not, that kind of thing doesn't bother me either. You know, like if,
no?
No.
Okay.
It really, like if a lion's taking out an antelope, I'm like, well, run faster. I don't know. It doesn't, that's what they're supposed to do.
I know. I know.
It's not like a dog biting a toddler or something. That impacts me. But
I'm not disagreeing with any of that. But I'm just saying, if I was standing on the edge of, like, let's say I'm over at Homosassa, where there's lots of flamingos, aren't there? Oh no, not anymore. But okay, let's say I'm in Busch Gardens where there's lots of flamingos. Okay.
Yes. Yeah. Sure.
And here comes an alligator, and I say, "Whoa, get out of the way! Get out of the way!" Plonk, plonk.
Get some
pink feathers everywhere. I think I'd be upset. It's like, oh man.
Yeah, I would be. Yeah, I feel bad.
Aren't flamingos like that brackish kind of water, right?
I don't know.
Right?
I have really.
So, and alligators are freshwater, so maybe that's why they're protected.
Oh, okay. So sharks would get the flamingos.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know that. I'm sure some marine biologist will set me straight.
You know, you weren't on the phone the other day because we had a phone problem. But one of the things we had was how the fishermen in Asia somewhere used this bird. It's a long neck bird. It was a corcoran. Was that what it was called? A corcoran?
Corcoran.
They put a band around its lower part of its neck, and the bird is attached, I guess, by its feet to a line. And the bird goes around flying, looking for fish. And when it catches a small one, no problem, it can swallow it. But when it catches a big one, it can't get past the band. The fisherman pulls it back in and retrieves the fish from the bird's neck.
That was fascinating.
That's offensive.
Isn't that crazy?
I don't like that. That bothers me more than an alligator eating a flamingo. Right? Isn't that horrible?
Well, it sounds illegal to me in our country.
Like dynamite.
I don't know about that.
I got to think about that. I got to think about that. My gut tells me I don't like that at all.
Yeah, okay. Hold on, the phone rang. Let me answer it, and then I'll tell you some more happy facts. Good morning, you're on the air. Are you there? No, nobody there. Okay. All right, here's some more happy facts. Are you ready? There is an animal called a dick. It is an antelope.
Is that what you call it, Larry? It's an animal?
Galen, you got to watch this thing that I was telling you about yesterday.
If it's on Netflix, I don't want to have anything to do with your Netflix account.
It's Netflix.
And your recommendation.
No. It's the Idiot Abroad. You got to go to
I don't want to have anything to do with your Netflix.
Well, do you have the Netflix account? Can you watch these things for free?
No, but
you can't? Okay.
I have seen the Idiot Abroad promo.
right.
So, and I have the BBC channel, so I can
Gotta
watch
see
if I
what
want
this
it.
guy does with a broomstick. It's unbelievable.
I know, you keep talking about it. I don't know, Larry. I don't want my recommendations to change.
All right.
What was the other one you watched? Hose on the Streets of Bangkok or something?
Yeah, it's called Whore Glory. Yeah, Whore's
That's
Glory.
right.
Yeah.
Whore Glory.
Whore's Glory.
And I was thinking about that all day at work. I'm thinking,
So was I.
what was going through Larry's mind when he decided to watch Whore Glory?
Well,
how many times did you have to say the source after you told that story? It's probably a better story.
Larry's exempt.
Good morning. You're on the air.
Good morning. It's funny you brought up that animal because when I lived in Baltimore, Maryland, I was a yearly member at the Baltimore Zoo, and they came out with a conservation T-shirt that says "I love Dick Dick" and had the picture of the animal on it.
Too funny.
Have a good day.
It sounds like Tom wore that proudly for some reason.
Sells a lot of T-shirts.
All right, here's another happy fact. Happy fact.
Come on, that was funny right there. All right.
It is funny. I know.
Tom wore funny. But you know what? I missed his laugh. He didn't laugh after that one. It's not good if he doesn't laugh after he tells his own joke.
That wasn't your brother now. That was another gentleman.
Oh, I thought that was Tom. All right, that connection.
And you've thought that before, too, about him. All right, here's another one. Apollo 17 astronaut Gene Cernan, the last man to walk on the moon, he wrote his daughter's initials in the sand.
Oh.
Up there. They say the initials will last 50,000 years.
Wow.
I don't know how they know this one, but it says here there is a type of a jellyfish that lives forever.
Really?
Forever is a long time.
Forever, yeah. Which means it was around
since
the beginning.
Here's the thing, and this is the problem with that, is it lasted forever until they caught it, dissected it.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And say, oh, this thing's been around forever. Well, not anymore.
Here's another happy fact.
The oil spill doesn't kill it, The warming of the ice caps didn't kill it.
Right, nothing killed it. No cockroaches. All right, here's another one. Wayne Allwine and Russie Taylor were married in real life. That's a happy fact because he was the voice of Mickey Mouse and she was the voice of Minnie Mouse.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
How about that? Here's another happy fact. Otters hold hands when they're sleeping.
Oh.
That's beautiful.
Here's another
That's my favorite.
Another happy fact. The clitoris has 8,000 nerve fibers, which is twice that of what a man has.
Really?
8,000.
Wow. Yeah, Joe's waiting for me to say something. I will not.
You noticed how I didn't say a word.
Yeah.
I was just leaving that one up to you, Robin.
No, I'm just, no.
All right, the next happy fact.
I got thoughts.
The next happy fact. You can hear with your spine.
Really?
You can hear with your spine. I actually saw something on this on one of those old black and white game shows. This guy had an invention. I've got a secret or something like that.
Uh-huh. Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, he put the device on Kitty Carlisle's lower back and, ooh, I can hear it, she said.
She was fun.
Butterflies can taste with their feet. Another happy fact.
Oh. I didn't know that.
Every year, the Netherlands sends 20,000 tulip bulbs to Canada as a thank you for their aid in the Second World War.
Oh. Attaboy. What did they send us?
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure we did a little bit more than the Canadians.
Yeah, really.
I mean, I got nothing against the Canadians. Well, that's not true.
Yeah,
I do.
no, you the RV.
They can't drive. I mean, that's what they need to do because the Netherlands aren't there more bicyclists in the Netherlands than anywhere else in the world?
I think so, yeah.
Maybe they could teach those Canadians how to drive. my drive is 6.5 hours, right, next week.
Yes, that's right.
My wife's like, I'm going to drive because there's going to be a lot of Canadians on the road. and I can't even argue that at that point. She's like, yeah. I see a Canadian license plate tag and get, come on.
Maybe she'll have you sit in the back seat.
All right, here's another happy fact. Every single one of us spent 1/2 hour of our lives as a single cell. Even then, then, I was a little bit bigger than everybody else.
There you go.
A little bit bigger. Good morning, you're on the air. Good morning, you're on the air.
People can hear with their spine.
Yes, people can hear with their spine.
Isn't that something?
That explains why most of the politicians in Washington don't listen to us. They have no backbone.
That's pretty good.
It's very good.
That is a
That's
good
very
one.
good. Hold on, another phone call coming in. Good morning, you're on the air. Happy facts time.
Good morning, Larry, Robin, and
Hey,
Galen.
Jim.
How is everybody?
Good.
this morning?
Hey, Jim.
Hanging in there. Listen, if I might digress to the story of the cormorants and fishing with them, I found a video after you were talking about that. I found a video of this guy. I don't know. He looks like he was probably around when birds still had scales over there in Indonesia.
And they was doing this?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And he didn't have to have a string tied to it. he had it trained.
Oh, that's crazy.
When he got out there, he would throw a net out and catch all these small fish.
Oh, wow. Jim,
and then the bird would go get the big fish and come back and spit it out, and then he'd give it to little fish.
All right, we're up against the clock. Thank you, appreciate that.
That's pretty quick.
Galen, thank you.
You guys are the best.
Radio, I'm Pat O'Neill. So far, it's holding. A temporary ceasefire in Gaza between Israel and Hamas, and some encouraging reports that Israel is sending representatives to talks in Cairo.
Now, they had said, the Netanyahu government had said rather begrudgingly, it would only send a delegation to Cairo for these indirect negotiations if the truce held for 72 hours. It now seems that they are confident enough to send negotiators to Cairo.
Dominic Waghorn of Sky News. Nancy Wright-Bull, the second American medical worker who contracted Ebola in Africa, is now on her way back to the U.S.
Her son Jeremy says his mom seems a little better.
My dad says she was weak, but showing some good signs and some improvement.
She'll join Dr. Kent Brantley at Emory University Hospital in Atlanta for treatment.
Fox News Radio's Tanya J. Powers. The storm Bertha has weakened from a hurricane back to a tropical storm. Forecasters say it's not a threat to the U.S. and should pass between the East Coast and Bermuda today. Fox News, we report, you decide.
There's more to Fox News Radio than meets the ear. Go behind the headlines and join the conversation on the hottest stories of the day on the Fox News Radio Facebook page. Be a part of the Fox News Radio Facebook fan community. Post comments and tell us your opinions. See behind-the-scenes photos and videos and post your reactions to the stories that matter to you. Click the like button on Facebook and connect with breaking news and features like Fox in the Fast Lane, House Call for Help, and more. Go to facebook.com/Fox News Radio.
Weeknights, we're busting out a